Hello and welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Technology Review TV. Give us a thumbs up, like our show. Find me on Twitter, twitter.com/Mac Jackson Jr. LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/Mac Jackson Jr. Or go to my website at macjacksonjr.com. Find information on cybersecurity. Remember, folks, education is our best defense against a cyber attack, and information is the new currency. Speaking of currency, we're talking with cryptocurrency here with Vernon Dixon. How you doing? Welcome back for the next.
Thank you. I appreciate
segment.
getting back here.
I want to carry him over to talk to us more about Bitcoin and how to get involved with it. What does it cost us? So, Vernon, if an individual wanted to say, "Hey, I want to get involved in this Bitcoin. I have $100. What do I do?" How would you advise them on doing that?
Well, I mean, first of all, I mean, I'm going to give you a site that you can take a look at, and it'll give you a lot of information on cryptocurrency and how to get a wallet, how to actually purchase Bitcoin, and how to do some things. And that site is called weusecoins.com. It's just weusecoins.com. So go to that site. It has a lot of information in there. If you're not comfortable still trying to buy Bitcoin or cryptocurrency yourself, you can reach out to me, and I can help you with that. I can help you start for as low as $25 up to whatever the number is. I mean, $10,000 contracts I have as well. So, and also it depends on your risk or your tolerance for risk. That would also determine what type of program that you want to be involved in, because there is some that are extremely safe, but there's a lot of them out there on the market that aren't safe. And so I try to steer people in the direction of obviously being safe,
Yes.
because I have gone through the ups and downs of finding out about this industry as well. So I've lost money in doing this, but I'm earning more now based on the losses, the learning that I've had.
Interesting.
And so I try to help everybody else avoid those pitfalls.
About education, folks.
Yeah.
Back to education. So let's compare the Bitcoin wallet to the current popular wallets that are out now. We have the Apple wallet, right? We have a Samsung wallet, and these electronic wallet, folks, are within your smart device, okay?
Yep.
Your smartphone, smart device. You use it to buy products and services. You just take it to the merchant, you wave it over their point of sale machine at the store, and it transfers monies from your wallet to the merchants for the products or services. Bitcoin will be very similar to that, or is it different?
I mean, in terms of how it operates, Bitcoin would be exactly that type of scenario.
Okay.
The issue with Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies is that those transactions are anonymous in terms of if you make a transaction at a particular facility, yeah, you can track that, but your particular wallet can't be tracked because that's computer generated. It's not setting at the Apple store or wherever the other stores are. So it's an anonymous wallet that you can pay back and forth from.
Anonymous wallet.
Yeah.
So it being, harp on this anonymous part of it, is that what we are saying anonymous on the front end, but actually on the back end? Because I'm a programmer myself.
Yeah.
There has to be code within it that you can trace back that anonymous transaction. Is there talk about that you know about?
You can trace the transaction back because the transaction is setting in the blockchain.
Right.
But it doesn't go to your specific wallet. The transaction is tracked, but not your wallet.
The transaction, not the wallet.
Yes.
Okay. The reason I asked that, there was an article, you might have read it, something about the U.S. House of Representatives just passed a bill about Bitcoin. They were just talking about this recently, and they were wanting to find out more information about it, how they could track it, knowing the people who've done it. Of course, they want to tax it. I'm sure they have there are more.
Yeah, that's what they're really looking for.
But in the article, they're talking about that it's also Bitcoin has been allegedly being used in terrorist organizations across the country, transmitting money transactions they can do because it's anonymous.
Right. And you're right. They are trying to figure out a way that they can track those types of transactions down to find out who's doing what.
Right.
And it is a more difficult situation than they, I guess, thought initially.
Right.
But they haven't come up with a solution yet. Okay. And so the option around that is to try to tax on the back end. or I mean on the back end.
Back end, okay.
In terms of trying to track that piece of it. But you're right. I mean, terrorists not only use Bitcoin, but they use regular money. I mean, it's the same. They're just using a different currency to do that. Rather than fiat currency, they're using a digital currency.
True. But with Bitcoin, there's no one there to see who delivered the cash.
Correct.
If there's cash, they know the person is, they can get them there. You know?
Correct. I mean, if you're buying Bitcoin, I mean, I use, so you got a bank in the middle of the transaction in terms of transferring funds from the bank to your exchange in order to buy your Bitcoin. From that perspective, they can say, well, you made a transfer to a bank or you made a transfer to an exchange, but that's the extent of it.
Right, that's all they know.
Right,
all the records.
They don't know what you've done with the money. They don't. As a matter of fact, one of the last transactions I had, the banker asked me, "What are you doing with the money?" I said, "I'm buying stuff." And so they couldn't go any further than that because that's what I'm doing. I'm buying stuff, and they didn't need to know. But the issue also is that they're tracking people from the banking perspective in terms of those that are buying and selling Bitcoin trying to make a profit. On the one hand, if you buy Bitcoin and you keep it in your wallet and just let it rise, that's fine. If you buy Bitcoin, let it rise, and you can sell it out of your account as long as you keep track of it, just in case one day they come back with the tax issue. So
I see. So you're saying you should have enough Bitcoins saved
to do that. Yes.
So Bitcoin can be a savings account as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, so
I got my son and a couple of nieces and nephews involved in it, and I gave them $100 to get started, and I put $75 in a mining contract so that they can create Bitcoin themselves, or Bitcoin and Ethereum themselves. And also I had them save $25 in a wallet.
Okay.
In the wallet, they can watch the growth of Bitcoin, because when I talked to my nephew the other day, it only had his wallet up for about 15, 20 days or something like that. Okay. And that $25 had gone to 73.
Really?
So just sitting there doing nothing.
Sitting there doing nothing.
He was excited about that. So he said, as soon as I get some more money, I want to get involved. So that's what it is. Teach your kids to do cryptocurrency. That's
that would be really interesting. Yeah, start them out young to investing cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I'm planning on. I've got 5 grandkids. I'll have 6 because my son wants to have another one. But I've told him, and he's managing the account to pay off all of my grandkids' college fund. So as far as I'm concerned, they're done.
Wow.
They're done.
That is incredible, folks. Incredible. Really incredible. So you got really excited about this. This is really, really exciting. I definitely like to participate and get involved in that too, because that sounds like something really amazing, especially being on the front, the new venture.
Yes.
A new frontier we're moving forward with, cryptocurrency. Yeah. But again, I'm really concerned with the cybersecurity part of it, making sure it's safe.
Well, I mean, and that's something that I try to do as well. And I'm bringing on some additional information or areas where we talk more about the security of cryptocurrency and making it safe. But I mean, I venture to say that if you've thought about it, if you've seen it, if you know anything about it, do the next step. I always tell people, Google it. Google it. That's a verb. That's an action word. Google it. Take the time to take a look and see what's going on with it. Whether you get involved or not, but at least you'll know what's going on, so that when Bitcoin does go to $10,000 per coin, you won't be able to say nobody told me about it, because we're telling you about it.
Exactly. Exactly. Is there an organization I could be involved with too, to a meetup group here locally in Vegas you were mentioning?
As a matter of fact, we have a meetup group. I'm in one of the clubs that I'm in. It's called Bit Club, and we do presentations around as well.
Great.
So I can make sure that information is passed on.
Great, very good.
And start educating people. If they want to do face-to-face education, we can do that. Otherwise, we do Zoom or Skype or whatever.
Facebook Live.
Yes.
Nice. Very, very good.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Vernon, again, being here on our show and talking about Bitcoin Next month, let's talk again about how Bitcoin is. What is it now? 3,000?
It is just shy of 3,000.
Wow,
So
next
next month it'll be over. Yeah, it'll be over that.
It's gonna
So
be
yeah,
amazing.
awesome. So
Well, thanks again, Vernon. Expect Vernon to be here with us next month as well, talking about Bitcoin. You're watching Technology Review.